So welcome back guys, you are watching Rajin Kodesira and we are creating a to-do application. In part number 1, we have just created Express server and in part number 2, we have designed the UI. And in this video, we are going to see about MongoDB, how we can store all the information in our database. And the most important operations which we perform are CRUD. So we are going to see all these operations. And before moving ahead, if you are new to this channel, please do subscribe guys, please do share this video and please do like this video. And let's get started guys for today's video. So hope guys you have installed MongoDB. It's quite easy to install and you can just go from Chrome and download the MongoDB. In this video we are not going to write any code in our project. We're just going to see in our terminal that how we can just perform different operations on MongoDB. So guys, you need to come inside your terminal and the first command which is going to be mongo sh. So this will start our server. Just say Control and L, the screen will be clear. I am inside the database which is test. You can just see over here. If I want to see the database which we have created or we want to create something new, it's quite simple command here. So you can just say show database. So the second command guys here is going to be use. And if I want to create a database, for example, we are going to create database for our to-do. So I'm just going to give it name as Todos. So as I enter this, we are going to switch to that particular Todos, that particular database. But this is not created right now. We are just switch. We are insert that. If I'm going to say show databases again, so here only I'm just going to say show databases. It will not be created. You can just see there is no Todos at this point. So for this, we need to insert db.todo.insertOne is the method. And todo is going to be our database name. And here I'm just going to say insertOne. So the first record we are trying to insert here and we're going to put it inside our curly brackets. So inside this we are going to have value inside key value pair. That means like an object. As we create object in our JavaScript, we are going to have a title and with this title we are going to have a value. For example, I will just have a value which is going to be play chess. So as I enter acknowledge, you can just see it is a true and you just get one ID with it. As I insert this right now, if I'm going to see inside my database, I'm just going to say show databases and as I enter, you can just see Todos will be there inside our database because we have just inserted one of the data inside it. Now as we insert this data and if I want to see this data, first of all I should be inside that particular database. Yes, we are inside this. And here if I'm going to say show collections is one of the method. Show collections, I will be able to see to-do inside it. Database which we have just created right now, to-do. Get it, I'm just having a method db.todo.find. And this find method will find all the value inside that collection. So here we call it as collection and you get first of all the ID and then you get a title. So this is the thing we have just inserted one. And if I want to insert multiple values, so what we can do is, so for this we are just going to have db.todo. We are having a method which is insertMany. So for that I'm just going to say insertMany is going to be a method. So when we insert multiple records, so for this what we do is inside the circular parenthesis we just pass an array and inside like array like boxes. And here we are going to have two curly brackets for the first data, for the second data, or you can have many more. So first of all what we are going to do is title. Let's put here title. For example, edit video. Let's write this. And the second title we are going to have is edit thumbnail. Okay, maybe the spelling can be wrong. Okay, thumbnail, and we're going to put it in double quotes. As I enter guys, acknowledge is true and inserted IDs you can just see 01. So 2 are just inserted. So as I do tb.todo.find, so there should be 3 records and you can just see the 3 records over here. The first record which we have just written insert one and insertMany. So these 2 records will get unique ID for each and every record. So we have just seen about create, how we can create. Then we are going to talk about read. That means how we can find this. So as we have just seen db.todo.find, if I'm going to write this command, then we are going to get all the to-dos. But what if I just want a particular ID? For example, I just want a title which is having places. So for this, what we can do is we are just going to say db.todo.find and inside this we are going to have curly brackets and inside this we are going to say title. And the title is going to be, for example, play chess. So if I'm going to enter this, I will just get that particular data, that particular object ID and that particular title. In find, what happens in find, you can just see, you are able to see all the data will be displayed guys. If I'm going to have two values which are same, for example, I will just insert one more database. So let's add db.insert1 and I'm just going to have the same thing which is already existing in our database. For example, I will just have a title. So let's give a title. Let's give play chess, which is already available inside database. So I'm just going to say chess, and it should be set. So we just need to say db.todo.insertOne. And if I'm going to say db.todo.find, just find method, so I will be able to see the 4 records. And right now, if I'm going to say db.todo.find, and here I'm just going to say I just want the record where the title is play chess. So I will just say title title, which is going to be play chess. So if I'm going to enter, you can just see we are having 2 records right now, guys. So we just want, for example, I'm just going to enter this. I will be able to see all the records with the same name, but I just want the first record. But right now, guys, if I want just the first record, which is going to be play chess. So for this, I'm just having a command, which is db.todo.findOne. We are just going to write findOne. And as I'm going to enter, I will just get the first only one record, which will be with the same name. You can just see title play chess. We'll just get the one record. If I'm not going to write findOne, then what will happen? We are already having multiple records. So what will happen? These 2 records will be displayed over here. We are just seeing right now create, read, and right now we are going to see about update. So for update, what we do is db.todo. And we are going to say update the method, which is going to be updateOne. Going to have this curly brackets, and inside this, what we are going to do is we are just going to give a condition where the title is going to be. Here title is, for example, edit video. Let's write this, and one more comma, and here there will be one more curly bracket here, dollar, and set, and here colon, and insert this there will be another condition. So in this, for example, I just want the title to be, or for example, I will just say update app. This is the task, and I will just zoom out. And if I'm going to enter, you can just see acknowledge is true, insert id null, match count is 1, and modified count is 1. So if I'm going to say db.todo.find, you can just see there is update app in place of edit video. The id will be remain as it is. You can just see the id will be same, but here the title will be updated. So what if I want to update multiple data? So here you can just see play chess is 2 times. I just wanted to update to both of them. So what I am going to do is I'm just going to say db.todo. And we are having updateOne. Similarly, we are having updateMany. And in updateMany, we are going to have the same condition. The first condition will be title, and here the title is going to be, for example, play chess. Dollar set. Here one more curly brackets. Inside this curly bracket, what we are going to do is we are going to say title. We are going to say title as, for example, write code. Okay, let's make update. And if I'm going to enter, some things are here making problem. Okay, so here we need to close the bracket over here, and this say title. This will be this. As I enter, you can just see acknowledge is true, inserted null, match count is 2, and modified is 2. So if I'm going to execute db.todo.find, I'm able to see that the play chess is going to be updated to write code. In this way, we are going to updateMany. We have just seen about create, we have just seen about read, update, and right now we are going to see about delete. So guys, if I'm going to say db.todo.find, these are the records. If I want to delete a particular record, one record, so what I'm going to do is db.todo. So this is the quite simple method again. deleteOne is the method. And if I'm going to write inside deleteOne, I'm going to have a curly bracket. I'm just going to pass the title, and here we're going to pass the value. For example, we are going to say update app. And if I'm going to enter acknowledge is true, delete count is 1. If I'm going to say db.todo.find, so here you can just see it is just removed. Okay, so we are having a write code, edit thumbnail, and write code. 3 records are there right now. So right now we are having the write code 2 times. I'm just going to delete it. So for this, what we can do is db.todo. Similarly, we are having a method like deleteMany. Inside this, we just need to pass the condition, which is going to be title is to write code. So let's make it. And if I'm going to enter the acknowledge is true, delete count is 2, I'm just going to say db.todo.find, and there is just one record, so deleteOne. And inside this, we are going to pass the title, inside curly brackets, title, and here we are going to pass the value, which is going to be edit space thumbnail. And I'm just going to enter delete count true. And if I'm going to say there is nothing inside our database, you can also delete it with id. You can just get the id. Mostly we are going to use id only in our project, and we are going to find by id, delete by id. We are going to update using id only. But these are the some important methods which we have just seen. And one more method, which is we are going to say db.dropDatabase. If I'm going to say drop database. If I'm going to execute this, so this to-dos will get dropped. And if I'm going to say here show databases, so you can just see there is no to-do. Okay, it just get removed. Okay, this is the thing which we are just having the demo application. So this is all about today's video. If you are new to this channel, please do subscribe, please do share this video, and please do like this video. Thank you guys for watching this video.